Hi. This week we will be doing a print of a cassowary. So what you'll need is just some foil, just leftover cardboard from your cereal or a tissue box. We'll need textures, water, and a piece of paper. That's all. So all we need. Oh, and scissors and glue, obviously, and a pencil to draw on. So here I've just cut out a little piece of the cardboard, and now I will draw on those other little pieces. I'll just draw the shapes of the cassowary. Now I'll leave the shapes in your on your VO page if you would like to copy them from there. But I would like you to just look at them and then just draw them on your cardboard yourself, just to practice your drawing skills and copying skills, okay? If not, I will link it as well just so you can print it out, okay? Now, I'm just fast forwarding it. So I've just drawn up the pieces, cutting them out. They don't have to be exactly cut out. Then with the rectangular piece of paper that I cut out previously, I just put glue on it, just gluing out the pieces on the cardboard. Now, if you notice, the pieces do have a little bit of space in between each shape. So here I cut out the head. It was a little bit too long, the neck, so I've just cut it off. And here I will show you that there has to be a little bit of space in between the pieces, okay? Just so it's a little bit easier than when you're colouring it in, you know where each piece is, okay? So there you go. So we've got all the pieces glued on. Now, it doesn't really matter what side of the aluminium foil you have on the outside. I think mine isn't the shiny part, but you can have it with the shiny. Oh, actually, one's shiny and the previous one isn't the shiny one, so it doesn't really matter which one. They both work, okay? So I've just used a little bit of sticky tape. You can use sticky tape as well, okay? So I've just sticky taped it just like a present. And here I'm just making sure that I can see the shapes through the foil. So when you go to colour it in, you know what shape to colour differently, okay? Because if you didn't press on it, you wouldn't know where the head finishes, where the beak finishes, etc. So here, my mistake, I didn't have my colours chosen previously, so I am choosing my colours on the spot, unfortunately. So here, I'm just colouring it in. It doesn't have to be perfect as long as there is colour on that specific spot. So just red, black for the body, then I've put if I'm not mistaken, grey for the feet. So just colour it in. Just make sure there's enough ink on there. There's enough colour on there, okay? The blue you can actually see very well. The grey you can't see very well. So for the background, I've just chosen yellow and a couple of greens. You can just use green. You can use brown. I just thought the green looked nicer, and the yellow just gives it a little bit more vibrancy. Okay, so it doesn't really matter how you colour in the back part. So I just leave it to the side, pick up your piece of paper. So this is literally just a printer paper, and I've just folded it in half, and I'm just using half of it because the square is quite small. So if you see that printer paper, that's about half of it, okay? So you don't need to do it bigger because then it will take too long for you to actually do it, okay? Once you've done the cassowary at the end, you can try doing it with the koala from the previous lesson. If you've got the cutout of the koala, you can use that as a guide to make a koala print, and then just share it on our Padlet, okay? So here I've just got water. You can put it on a paintbrush. You can also dab it with a sponge, as long as it's not too wet. It needs to be wet but not excessively wet. And then we will just place it on our cassowary, and then once we take it off, we've got the print. The one on the left-hand side has more water. The one on the right-hand side doesn't have as much water. And